Mortals represent the last link in the chain of those beings who are called sons of God. The personal touch of the original and eternal Son passes on down through a series of decreasingly divine and increasingly human personalizations until there arrives a being much like ourselves, one you can hear and touch. And then we are made spiritually aware of the great truth which our faith may grasp, sonship with the eternal God. Likewise does the original and infinite Spirit, by a long series of decreasingly divine and increasingly human orders, draw nearer and nearer to the struggling creatures of the realms, reaching the limit of expression in the angels, than whom we were created but a little lower, who personally guard and guide each of us in the life journey of the mortal career of time. God the Father does not, cannot, thus downstep himself to make such near personal contact with the almost limitless number of ascending creatures throughout the total of all creation. But the Father is not deprived of personal contact with his lowly creatures. We are not, individually, without the divine presence. Although God the Father cannot be with each of us by direct personality manifestation, he is in you, and of you in the identity of the indwelling spirit beings, the God identity of you, the divine monitors. Thus does the Father, who is the farthest from each of us in personality and in spirit, draw the nearest to each of us in the personality circuit and in the spirit touch of intercommunion with the very souls of his mortal sons and daughters. So you can talk to God. The mortal races stand as the representatives of the lowest order of intelligent and personal creation. We mortals are divinely beloved, and every one of us may choose to accept the certain destiny of a glorious experience, but we are not yet by nature of the divine order. We are presently wholly mortal. We will be reckoned as ascending sons the instant fusion takes place, likely after death, upon the event of the final amalgamation of your surviving mortal soul with your presently indwelling eternal and immortal spirit. Until that event occurs, the status of the mortals of time and space is that of faith sons. It is a solemn and supernal fact that such lowly and material creatures as Urantia human beings are the sons of God, faith children of the highest. Behold, what manner of love the Father has bestowed upon us, that we should be called the sons of God. As many as received him, to them gave he the power to recognize that they are the sons of God. While it does not yet appear what you shall be, even now you are the faith sons of God, for you have not received the spirit of bondage again to fear, but you have received the spirit of sonship, whereby you cry, Our Father. Spoke the prophet of old in the name of the eternal God, even to them will I give in my house of place, and a name better than sons. I will give them an everlasting name, one that shall not be cut off. And because you are sons, God has sent forth the Spirit of truth, Spirit of his Son into your hearts. All evolutionary worlds of mortal habitation, presently 7 trillion are currently evolving, harbor these faith sons of God, sons of grace and mercy, mortal beings belonging to the divine family, and accordingly called the sons of God. As Urantia mortals, we are entitled to regard ourselves as being the sons of God because we are sons of spiritual promise, faith sons, having accepted the status of believing in the reality of your sonship. Thus does your sonship with God become eternally real. A creator son of God became one of us. He is our elder brother in fact, and if in spirit you become truly related brothers of Christ, the victorious Michael, then in spirit must we also be sons of that Father which we have in common, even the universal Father of. We are sons, because the spirit of a son has poured out upon us all, has been freely and certainly bestowed upon all Urantia races, to teach and guide us to all truth. This spirit ever draws you toward the divine Son, who is its source, and toward the Paradise Father, who is the source of that divine Son. Of his divine free willness, the universal Father has given us our creature personalities. We have been endowed with a measure of that divine spontaneity of free will action which God shares with all who may become his. There dwells within each of normal minds a fragment of God himself, your indwelling spirit, and you are thus directly related to the divine Father of all the sons of God.